say where the road goes, where the day flows, only time.
So hey guys, another Shrek review, and I was so mad at Shrek Extra Large about how bad it was that I was going to play a much better Shrek game, and now I'm going to be looking at Shrek 2 for the PC. Now, Shrek 2 for the PC is actually very different from the Shrek 2 game that most people will probably know. If you're looking for the team-based one, I'm going to review that one next, which I also have. I'm reviewing the PC-only version of Shrek 2. And the PC one is just called Shrek 2. The PC version of the Team one is called Shrek 2 Team Action, and on consoles just Shrek 2. So this Shrek game is like a platformer, not a beat 'em up. Now, if you haven't seen Shrek 2, I wonder what's up, but Shrek 2 basically follows the plot of Shrek 2, the movie, and I'm not really gonna go into that because it's a movie game, and I don't really feel like obliged that I should have to do that. I mean, they've changed a few plot points, but really it's the general same plot, except for the part where Shrek ran around just killing villagers for like half the movie. I don't think that happened. With that, I'm not even going to comment on the story. It's decent telling in this game. So Shrek 2 plays like a standard platformer with some button mashing elements. Now, this game I remember as a kid, it was fun, but looking back at this game's actually pretty weird, like as a release at all. In terms of gameplay, it's pretty weird in general. I mean, the game runs off Unreal Engine 2, which is just, you don't expect that from a Shrek game. I was very surprised by this. Second was the controls. Use WASD to move, look around with the mouse, left mouse is to punch, and right mouse button is to jump. Spacebar lets you see all your potions. Now, why spacebar isn't jump, I don't know, and you can't change that. So, what the hell? Once you get past that initial shock of the controls, they work alright. I mean, double jumping is a bit responsive, but you'll get used to it. The game follows a very linear path where you're either doing a little bit of platforming, a lot of bit of platforming, or you'll be beating up enemies. Really, all you do is just mash the left mouse button, and that's it. It's very bare bones and basic, and very little kid-like. I mean, the enemies don't even gang up on you when there's more of them. Like, one will attack you once. In this game, you play as 5 characters. There's Shrek the Ogre. There's a donkey who really can't do anything. There's Puss in Boots, who apparently is like the most agile character in the game. But okay. And then there's Handsome Donkey, who is a steed. And there's Handsome Shrek, who has a sword. These characters have very minor differences, except for Donkey. He really can't do half the stuff Shrek and Puss can. Really, this game is just an extremely linear platforming game with little beat-em-up sections and a single puzzle. Along the way, you go a little off the path, like 5 times, and there might be a wanted potion. Or not a wanted potion, a wanted poster. If you destroy the poster 3 times, if you destroy 3 posters, you go to this extra world where you can get hella coins. Now, the coins get you potions, but you never need them for anything. It's a complete waste of time. The combat is so simple that you do not need potions for anything, rendering the only form of replayability. The wanted poster is completely useless unless you just want to get there. Me myself, I actually remembered where they were after like 8 or so years of playing this game. And really, yeah. At one point, you actually control the giant gingerbread man, and it's very questionable to say the least. I mean, it's maybe for 4 or 5 minutes. Finally, there's the boss battle, and these are a bit boring and not very good, and they take a while. And the final boss is what? Like, why? When did Shrek throw food at the fairy godmother? Why did they even have this? Another really weird thing is the extended platforming when you're doing a lot of it. This is really weird because what would be the hardest sections of the game becomes the easiest sections of the game, like the final level. I mean, literally all you have to do is just look at the right platform and jump, and the game actually auto-jumps for you. It literally auto-jumps for you. I did not know this as a kid, or at least remember this, but the game auto-jumps for you. What kind of game, like, does that? There goes the closest thing to challenge. This game is a kid's game, but, like, I remember there's this one part that was brutally hard. And you know what? I even died there 10 years after the game's been released. It's still the hardest part of the game. And This game, though, really amounts to forest level, forest level, forest level, factory, forest level, dungeon level 3 times, and then the game is over. The graphics in this game is a complete mixed bag. Now, throughout the game, there was many graphical glitches, but I know that's because I'm playing it on a modern PC, and I don't remember any of that originally when I was a kid. And since I lost the footage, I had to steal some. The character models look really quite stupid, and they don't look as bad as Shrek Extra Large, and they actually look pretty funny. The original Shrek game on the Xbox looks much worse. The models just look very pointy and stupid, though. All the textures in the game are extremely bare bones and basic. They all look pretty lame, but yeah. The shadows strangely look okay, but are a bit ominous. Finally, the game runs stable enough without any modern resolutions, and it was actually pretty playable, and there were some really stiff transitions, but the sound was alright, and yeah. The voice acting may be the original voice actors for the movie, I'm not sure. I mean, Donkey sounded good, and nobody else really didn't sound as good as Donkey. Everyone sounds close to how they should, and nobody's out of place. The sound effects are weird, to put it simple. Jumping sounds off like the punches from, like, it just sounds off. And the punching sounds like PS1 punching. And the coin sounds are standard. The people, besides the main 3, are just annoying. Like, seriously, why did these villagers want to even hurt Shrek? What did he even do to them? They don't even fight him in the movie. Well, and all in all, Shrek 2 for the PC game is an interesting trip down memory lane. I say this is a much better game than Shrek Extra Large. Sure, I might have beat it in 2.5 hours, but I had a lot more fun doing it. It was a lot more fun. It's shown its age. It's not really made for modern computers. You might have some fun with it. I mean, I'm sure a bunch of people played this when they were a kid. The graphics, while questionable, are still alright. I mean, the game's okay. It's a decent platformer, and it's so much better than Shrek Extra Large. And on the next review, I'll review the other Shrek 2 game that I think is a bit better than this one. See you there.